Welcome back to Mufc Realist TV Sunday Roast Edition. Yet another weekend. Yet we're catching our breaths and reflecting on the week, what happened with Manchester United off the pitch, because I certainly smelt that things were really, really, really doubling down and things were a little bit over exaggerating and where the sources came from and how the media was kind of making a meal out of it, like they make a supersized McDonald's meals out of everything, and all what it was actually a small happy meal with the toy at the ending, because positive things are coming out today in the ether, and this is what I'm going to discuss about as well. If you really look at the back end of the defeat, Arsenal defeat with 3-1, this where everything started to escalate. The escalators from VR dodgy decisions to allegations galore of hearsays regarding Antony, and one can understand, like, we've been through this before with the Mason Greenwood and, now this. But with the Mason Greenwood, there was some snippets and that the public could hear, but here we haven't really seen much. But however, as Manchester United have to do, they have to protect themselves. They have to protect the player as well, but also the alleged victim by taking him off the limelight. So apparently today was a breaking news that came out in the ether. The Manchester United has made a statement regarding Antony. They suggest further like this. Manchester United acknowledged the allegations made against Antony. Of course, players who have not participated in the international matches are due back in training on Monday. However, it's been agreed with Antony that he will delay his return until further notice in order to address the allegations. As a club, we condemn acts of violence and abuse. We recognize the importance of safeguarding all the ones involved in the situation and acknowledge the impact these allegations have on the survivors of abuse. Now, if you really read into this story, it's pretty much, I'm just looking at the Anthony's interview, how emotionally this was affecting him and how he felt he was wrongfully accused and how the story has been changed and how many people just came forward to say that, yeah, he's guilty. He did this and that, but there was no evidence in a certain sense. Emotionally speaking, if you are going through this turmoil, are you thinking of playing football or are you still um, shattered? I would personally be. So I can understand that you are protecting the player and you're protecting the overall brand of the club and you're also protecting the victim in charge here as well. Under no shape or form do I support domestic violence. I condone every domestic violence and abuse, but at the end of the day, I always say proven until guilty until proven otherwise, or whatever you call it. Let the jurisdiction system take place of it, and we are football clubs. We need to play football, people. On a positive side note, peeps. On a positive side notes, we have some really, really positives regarding Amrabat. Yeah, in the ether they came out to say he's injured, but actually the coach of Morocco said something very interesting. He didn't want to, risk his starting position at Manchester United, so it was a precautional. He said we can do it. We are them. We recognize that this is the biggest move for him in his career. So off you go. He's not injured. He just wants to play for Manchester United and focus. Hopefully, we can get him against Brighton. But also, injury team news updates is also to see that Mason Mount will be most likely available against Brighton for selection, and Kobbie Mainoo. So, looking at the overall squad, how we performed, like, in the internationals, Bruno scored a brace, amazing goal. Ronaldo was a shocker. Lindelof was participating in the 5-0 trashing against Estonia, and Lindelof was superb. Varane is still injured. Harry Maguire did a stinker as per usual per Southgate. I don't know, Southgate keeps defending him, but in the other way, if I think about it, Lindelof with leach is probably any given Sunday against Brighton. And also, if you think about it, Amrabat can also slide in to play a centre back role. He's a very versatile player as well. So I'm not worried. And Rasmus Højlund is playing against Finland tonight. So yeah, Rasmus Højlund is something very exciting to see. Everyone is talking about it. Everyone is scared about him. There is something in that boy, although he's 20 years of age. But anyway, we're here for a Sunday roast. Good vibes FC, as what we say here down here. I think looking forward, looking ahead against Brighton, we're playing home at Theatre of Dreams. Hopefully, we will see an Amrabat. Our midfield all of a sudden has depth, to be honest. Scott McTominay did really well against Scotland. He scored 2 goals, so he's knocking on that door as well. In regarding the sales takeover, Manchester United, it's still rumbling around the press, Ben Jacobs and all of them. Then all I can say personally, what I believe is that the British sports journalists are playing 2 months catch up. And if you look at the overall sales process, Ineos has not been informed. And why would you informed if you have awarded the contract already to the winning bid, who is cash rich rather than asset rich? You simply don't want sort of. It's like this, like, let me say it like this. If you offer a job offer to your preferred candidate, you will hold on to say to the runner up before everything is done and dusted. And this is pretty much what I believe. Purchase agreement was agreed in terms of exclusivity when Sheikh Jassim, Night 2 Holding Foundation, came to an agreement with the Glazer family to buy out the premium Class B shares. And the reigning has just been silenced, but I do expect some rumblings coming out from Bloomberg, what I believe has been given the exclusivity to announce it, and also to let Ineos know that they lost the race as well. And sooner the later, because, the Glazers are broke. They cannot tie a shoestring now. Buccaneers is in crisis. They need to get liquidate assets as soon as possible. Liquidate. They need cash. Cash, cash, cash. Anyway, it's just me rumbling along. Sunday roast. Nothing more to say in this ether. It's good to take a little bit break, but it's also good to see the positivity, that we're turning the page. We do expect new owners to come in very soon. We have all the sudden squad that with Kobbie Mainoo coming back, Donny van de Beek is still in the squad for some reason as well. We have options, right? So typically, United of the old, we always start slow, like last season, but not upon panic. If you look at the league table, it's a false table at the moment. You will see come January where we stand. And if I remember correctly, last season, after the international breaks, we went on a winning streak. Anyway, it's been Mick Ruby having a waffle on a Sunday. But anyway, I hope I made your day. And please like and subscribe to this video and this channel. And we should see you to the next one. Bye for now.